Hi, and welcome. You're listening to the X22 Report. My name is Dave, and this is episode 1974 AN. Today's date is September 19th, 2019, and the title of the episode is Patriots Prepare to Shock the Economic System. There's never been a better time in history to invest in the stock market. With over 30% in overall gains since Trump took office, the market continues to climb to the top. Trade Genius over the last 30 days has netted its traders over 37% on their money from spot-on trades. Their binary options program overall record is now at 161 wins with 11 losses. Right now, through September, for their fall specials, you can save over 50% off their bundled specials and or use promo code FALL for 40% off all non-bundle items. Check out TradeGeniusAcademy.com. Tell them X22 Report sent you. Let's get into the economic collapse financial news. Now, I just wanted to mention that I uploaded a new interview on the X22 Report Spotlight YouTube channel. So if you go to YouTube and you type in X22 Report Spotlight, it will bring you to that channel. The interview is with Bob Kudla, and the title is Charges Coming. Timing is Everything. The Enemy Has Been Revealed. And if you want to view that, you can go to YouTube or you can come to the X22Report.com site, view it there, go to BitChute, Steam it. It's on all these different platforms. Now, we know that Trump and the Patriots, they're preparing to shock the system. And when I say shock the system, I don't mean to bring it down. I mean to boost it up. That is their plan. Remember, they're doing everything in reverse. Think about what the Fed was doing before Trump, during Trump's first 2 years. They were raising rates and they were unloading their balance sheet. They stopped stimulus. The rest of the central banks around the world, what were they doing? They were going to follow in the footsteps of the Federal Reserve. The ECB, they were going to raise rates. They were going to stop stimulus. This was part of the master plan to bring down the entire global economic system. And guess what? Trump and the Patriots, they reverse this. They're reversing everything that they did. Step 1, freeze interest rates. Step 2, slowly bring them down. Remember, this economy that we're in, it is completely created by the central bank. It's completely manipulated. And one false move, this whole thing comes down like a house of cards. And Trump, the Patriots, they can't have this happen. So as they reverse this, they need to take one step at a time. Yes, Trump is going to say, I need a point. Yes, I need a rate cut of 1 point. I need stimulus. I need this. I need that. Yes, this is all part of the show. And what we're going to see happen is, yes, the market's going to move up. Gold is definitely going to move up with it because already we can see from our last reports, we see that they're hunting down the manipulators of the precious metals market. This is being done on purpose. Don't you think it's strange that they're hunting down this syndicate at this exact time where they want gold to increase as the dollar is devalued? And they cut rates, they start stimulus. They're shocking the system. Eventually what they're going to do is they're going to drive it over the edge to destroy this entire system. And it's not going to just be here in the United States. It's going to be worldwide. This is part of the plan. But what we should see happening is we should see the market start to move up, gold start to move up. We should see housing doing a little bit better. Car sales doing a little bit better. You should see more people saying, hey, you know something, maybe I will go back to school because interest rates are so low and I'll take out student loans. Now remember, this is not a fix. This is not what we saw during the Obama administration. This is temporary. Trump and the Patriots are using all the tools that they've used before. And Trump and the Patriots, they're not going to crash the system where everyone is caught up with huge amount of debt for student loans, huge amount of debt for auto loans, huge amount of debt and underwater for homes. There is a plan. What about writing off this debt? All you have to do is show the criminality of the Fed and that they weren't doing all of this in the best interest of the people, that this entire system was a scam. And guess what? Everything can be reversed. And I know a lot of people are out there saying, no, they just can't reverse it. Of course they can. If I told you in the 50s and the 60s, listen, I think they're going to be taking us off the gold standard. I think they're going to back the dollar using oil. And that's going to be out in the Middle East. And we're going to go through this transition from gold to oil. Everyone would think I was crazy, that I was pushing conspiracy theory. That is just absolutely nuts. Why would they do this? It makes no sense. Why would they remove us from sound money and put us on oil, which is speculative? And why would we have troops in the Middle East protecting that oil? Does that make any sense? And then all of a sudden say, yeah, and then the Fed, they're going to create currency like crazy. There'll be no checks and balances. There'll be nothing. Everyone would think we were absolutely nuts. Well, guess what? It's coming. Already, we're starting to see existing home sales. They've jumped by 1.3%. They were expecting a 0.7% drop. Now remember, when they lower the rates, it brings more individuals into the market. Remember, the bubbles have increased the prices on these homes. They are so out of reach for many, many individuals that you need to bring the interest rates down to allow people to come into the market to purchase homes. The same thing with automobiles, the same thing with pretty much everything. And guess what? Remember that Overstock CEO where he came out and he told us a story about the deep state, about Marina Butina, and this was Patrick Byrne. Guess what he just did? Now, this is very interesting because you could tell that he understands what is about to happen, and he's making sure that he's prepared. He has an insurance policy. Now, he filed a Form 4 showing that he had sold his entire 90 million stake in the company. His Form 4 showed that he sold about 4.8 million shares over the course of the past 3 trading sessions. He said he's going to be using his newfound riches to invest in, wait for it, gold, silver, and 2 unnamed cryptocurrencies as a hedge against the economy failing. What is he doing? He's protecting his wealth with sound money. He understands eventually what's going to happen is this system's going to fall apart. Is it going to be before 2020? No. He knows that we're going to be going through this transition, that this central bank system will not be able to last. It was never meant to last this long. They kept kicking the can down the road. They were hoping to have this incredible event that would explain all of this away, but they don't have it. Now, Trump and the Patriots, they are preparing to shock this system. Remember, they're doing everything in reverse. First, the rate cuts. Then what is the Fed going to do? They're going to start stimulus. QE4 or whatever they call it. It makes no difference. They already started it. They already started to buy bonds. They're already doing repos. They're already putting everything into motion. And Fed Jerome Powell hinted that they're going to start QA in about 2 months, which brings us to November. With another rate cut, with stimulus, this will be enough of a drug, and believe me, there'll be another hit in 2020 to start to bring this economy to the heights that we've never seen before. And Obama, when he said, what do you have, a magic wand? You can't bring the unemployment rate lower. You can't create jobs. You can't bring the market higher. Yeah, he can. It's really not that difficult once you control all of it. Remember, This is not an open and free market. Trump, as he's doing this, he's showing everyone how easy it is to control the economic system. Think about what he's been doing. You don't think people are going to start to catch on? Well, wait a minute. The news, the mainstream media told us if we lower rates, we enter a recession. It's not good for the economy. Yes, it isn't good for the economy. It's not good for a central bank economy. But guess what? He needs it to bring us to a people's economy. That's the difference. Is it going to crash the system? No. Is it going to hurt retirement? It's not really that great for retirement. Yet if he makes the stock market move up, those people who invested in the stock market, it's fantastic, which a lot of these funds have invested in the stock market because the interest rates were so low that they couldn't get any return. They couldn't get the 8%. So they had to move to the stock market. Now, if the Fed raised rates and the entire system crashed, all those retirement funds would be destroyed. So if Trump lowers the rates, it will keep the retirement funds that are invested in the stock market intact. And then the Patriots can move us to a sound economic system without the private Western Central Bank. And it will be done. Is it going to happen before 2020? No. A lot is going to happen after 2020 because Trump needed to remove all the roadblocks first. Needed to put certain individuals in place. He's still doing it. He still has another year plus a month or so. And it needs to be done. And once we get into 2020, 2021, everything is going to change. There will be nothing holding him back. Everything will be removed. And we're going to see things like we've never seen before. Actually, we're going to hear things from Trump that we've never heard before, that the people that have been sleeping have never heard before. And what do I mean by this? He's going to be talking about the Fed. He's going to talk about how the central banks are not good for the people. He's going to be talking about sound money. He's going to be talking about gold. He's going to be talking about things that the central bank, the deep state, have been trying to convince us of, that all of this is not good for the people. He's going to be talking about how we need to deregulate even more to bring back companies and manufacturers. He's going to be talking about how we can never allow this to happen again. All of this is coming. So get prepared, get ready, because we're almost there. Listen, everyone, thanks a lot for listening. Be well, be safe, and especially be prepared. Thanks a lot.